talking about the Kalam Cosmological Argument. Whatever begins to exist has a cause. The universe began to exist. Therefore, the universe has a cause. Now, this week we're wrapping up our discussion of premise 1. Whatever begins to exist has a cause. In the last episode, I introduced an objection that some people raise based on quantum physics. Is it true that if we look at the level of atoms and subatomic particles, that things pop into existence uncaused? Some people claim that at the quantum level, virtual particles pop into existence uncaused out of nothing. So if they can do it, why can't the universe just pop into existence uncaused out of nothing? First of all, virtual particles don't come into existence out of nothing. They come out of a quantum vacuum. That's a field with a very low level of energy. As that field rearranges, these virtual particles come into and out of existence. But that's not coming out of nothing. Theoretical physicist David Albert said, the fact that particles can pop in and out of existence over time as those fields rearrange themselves is not a whit more mysterious than the fact that fists can pop in and out of existence over time as my fingers rearrange themselves. Second, they're not uncaused. The quantum vacuum is causing them. Now, we may not understand exactly how that works, and to date we don't. But to jump from that to the conclusion that they are therefore uncaused is to insert what might be called a naturalism of the gaps. There's a gap in our knowledge, we don't know how to fill it, so we just assume there must be some kind of naturalistic explanation for it. The irony here is that many atheists accuse theists of inserting a god of the gaps. Yet the quantum mechanics objection is a classic gaps argument. Most importantly, though, we don't need to understand everything about the cause in order to know that these events are caused. You don't need to be a physicist either. As a matter of fact, every physicist who's ever conducted an experiment in this field has assumed that these events are caused, even if they don't realize it. The moment you try to replicate these virtual particles popping into existence in a lab, you're assuming that something you're doing in conducting that experiment can cause that result to come about. And sure enough, experiments have been successful in producing virtual particles. That alone is enough to show they are not uncaused. The scientists obviously did something to cause them. The same reasoning holds true for other alleged quantum examples, like alpha or beta particles emerging from a decaying nucleus. As John Jefferson Davis said, the fact that uranium atoms consistently decay into atoms of lead and other elements, and not into rabbits or frogs, shows that such events are not acausal, but take place within a causal nexus and law-like structures. In the end, nothing from quantum physics can show that something can naturally come into existence out of nothing, or provide evidence for uncaused creation. Next week, we'll move on to premise 2. God bless. Hey, if you haven't joined our Patreon yet, would you mind giving it your prayerful consideration? Patreon is a way you can support the Trinity Joppa YouTube channel. We've got multiple tiers to choose from, starting as low as $2 per month. Visit www.patreon.com/TrinityJoppa for all the details. Thank you. God bless.